My name is Lee Lazarow, and I lead the IBM Planning Analytics practice at Revelwood. I have been with Revelwood for approximately 19 years now. I think IBM Planning Analytics is a great tool for mid and large enterprises, mostly because of the variety that it offers. When I say the variety, there's lots of different flavors that the tool comes into. So it comes in multiple versions. There's an on-premise version and a cloud version that you can decide upon, and therefore the tool will fit into whatever form of IT support that you want. There's multiple interfaces. There's a web interface, there's an Excel interface, and you're not limited to one or the other. Most of our clients end up using both of them. There's multiple ways to start an implementation. You can build from scratch, or you can use one of Revelwood's accelerators. And when you put this all together, it means that companies don't have to change their business model. They don't have to change their organization. They don't have to change the infrastructure just to fit into the software. The thing that jumps out to me the most about the tool is that it has an amazingly fast engine. So it's fast in regards to, we will look at loading data, we will look at hundreds of thousands, millions of records as a small data set. In fact, we actually have one customer that uses Planning Analytics to perform allocations on data from outside the system. They take their actuals from the accounting system, and the main reason is because their accounting system runs too slow. What they used to run in the accounting tool that would take an entire weekend now is run through Planning Analytics, and they typically complete this during a lunch break. The reason I say building from scratch is because Planning Analytics is not an out-of-the-box solution. There's no limitations to the flexibility of what can and can't be done with the tool. And because of that, it allowed Revelwood to create various ways to speed up the implementation and the use of the tool. Revelwood has created, they've created a business approach. They've created an FP&A approach that we call Lightspeed. It comes with starting points associated with expense planning, revenue planning, staff planning, and has a lot of the minutiae associated with tax calculations and structural roll-ups and reporting. We've also created ways to manipulate your data using a simple wizard-based approach that we call Data Maestro. It allows us to save off versions of your data historically. It allows us to pre-populate our budget, and doing everything with the click of a button. We've created IT approaches that allow us to do redundant backups. In addition to a standard IT backup, we've created a finance backup. We also use this to work directly with IBM to incorporate processes and approaches in regards to how is the tool going to be rolled out, how is the tool going to be used by our end users. So the way I look at everything that we just talked about is, when you put it all together, I can't think of anything associated with the company's planning process that I haven't been able to do in PA. Whether we're talking about standard FP&A aspects, expense planning, revenue planning, staff planning, standard reporting, briefing books, all of the finance aspects of it. Or whether we're talking about something really complex, currency translations, maybe we're looking at a deep multi-step allocation, whether it has to be in a certain waterfall order or not, maybe intercompany eliminations. There's nothing that we haven't been able to do in Planning Analytics, and the great thing about the tool is IBM is also receptive of the changing market. So as we work together with our customers, we're able to provide feedback to the organization and implement both approaches and functionality that clients ask for. The thing I'm most excited about with the Planning Analytics tool isn't just what it can do right now, it's also the roadmap of where it's going. Everything we talked about before are things that we have done with the fast engine and the business process and pieces like that. But the roadmap that IBM has is really exciting. They are looking into different interfaces. They're looking into enhancements to the Excel side, to the web side, that normal users can do. Not computer programmers, not high-tech developers, more drag and drop wizard approach. They're looking into adding more functionality associated with the business process, workflow aspects, predictive forecasting, pieces like that. And they're looking to bring it all together into a uniform planning and reporting tool that end users will be able to utilize.